everyone, it's me, Autistic Genius. How are you doing today? I'm good. Well, I'm going to do something a bit different today. A guy called Lewis has contacted me and asked me to work with him on a video. So we've decided, apologies, that he was going to send me a video and then I was going to respond to it in another video. And then hopefully he'll respond to this one and it will just keep going and going and going and going and going. Almost like vlogger pen pals, and we're all the best thing about it is we're both on the autistic spectrum. So hopefully it will just be another exciting way to raise awareness, which is always what I want to do. I just want to raise awareness in a fun and exciting way, and hopefully this will be a new way of doing it. Anyway, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's meet Lewis.
Hello, Autism Genius.
My name's Autistic Genius.
Yes, my name's Lewis Merrin, and I've got autism, the same disability as you've got as well. And so really we're like brother from another mother, kind of, if you get what I'm...
Thick brother from another mother. If we were girls, we'd be sister from another mister.
And just wanted to go about, how do you feel yourself with the disability with autism?
I feel great.
I'd say I've got used to it now because I've lived with it for 25 years and I'm going to live with it for all my life, really. So
I love it when people say they live with autism for 25 years and stuff, but I think what they mean is they've known about it for this amount of time. That makes... Oh no, actually, I think he is 25 years old. Ignore what I just said.
I'll need to stick used to it because it's not going to go away tomorrow like that.
No, but if you could do that, would you? I wouldn't. Not a chance.
Really. And I'd say the most difficult time was about when I was in primary school, because I was diagnosed with autism when I was about 2 or 3 years old.
Sorry to stop you there. Very lucky to be diagnosed with 2 or 3. I know it sounds ridiculous, but most people don't get diagnosed. A lot of people don't get diagnosed at that young. So I feel quite lucky, especially 22 years ago. Man, you must have had some good people looking after you. You had the right people on your side, dude.
When I was about going to school, primary school, I just took the mickey out of everywhere, really, saying I suppose I shouldn't be saying this, but like spastic, really, you're weirdo, you're freak and all that stuff.
It's amazing when people don't understand something, they attack it. It's just a natural thing to do. Well, in this case, it's kids, so they need to learn from it, but even adults do it. It's pretty stupid, really.
I've just now I'm older, it just goes in one ear, comes out the other, or really, I'll just laugh it off, really. So I just got used to it.
I applaud you for that. You laugh it off, one ear, out the other. Because you've heard it that much, it becomes meaningless. Bullies never win. Never.
And then I went to a secondary school for people with disabilities, with Down syndrome. I don't think we had Tourette's in our school, but mainly we had autism, Asperger's with the low functioning autism or Asperger's as well, and high functioning as well, and also Down syndrome. And then that was the best school I ever went to, really.
Yes! I love hearing these sort of stories. He went to a school that was designed for people like him and he did brilliantly. It's amazing that, isn't it? I think we need to protect all the different types of education that exist. None of this rubbish that the government are doing about every school must be an academy. We need to protect all the different types of ways that people learn and the ways that people can be taught in this country. In fact, we need to expand on it more because it's just going to suffer if we don't.
And then I went to college, and then she fought for me to get into college as well, because they didn't want anybody with a disability, because they would think it was put them to shame or something or whatever.
Why would you even want to go to that college? Fair play to your mum for getting you in, but if a college did that to me, I wouldn't send my kids there. I wouldn't want to send my kids there at all. I'd probably just report them. And maybe a protest, and maybe, yeah, that's the kind of person I am. I just go, bloody awful. Feel for you, Lewis.
So my mum's fought for that as well. And now I go to a day centre which is based in Hastings where I live, and it's called Roebuck Enterprise, and it's got like its own like Facebook page. We're just starting it up really, and Twitter account. And what I do at the Roebuck Centre on a Thursday is doing animation, but it's got like all sorts. We do like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and all that kind of whiz-bang wallop and stuff. And really, I just thought a little bit about me and ask you, what do you find difficult when you was younger, and what do you think autism was when your mum or your parents or whatever told you you had the disability? Did you feel like down? I didn't really know when my mum told me. I just thought I was a normal, weird, funny kid that used to play with like Toy Story and stuff and watch over and over again Thomas the Tank Engine and stuff. And my like autism obsessions is like Doctor Who. So what is your autistic obsessions?
Right, Lewis, I'll keep this as quick as I can because I want to answer all your questions as best as possible, and I also want to ask you questions as well. So, Lewis, first question I've got written down that you asked me was, what do you find most difficult about being autistic? The thing I find most difficult about, for me, is I have a lot of anxiety. That's probably why I'm so energetic, and I do have depression that comes with it. That's something that's not specifically autistic related, but it's an offset and it's linked with it, so that's the difficult thing I have. Another thing is the fact I have my imagination my imagination is really impaired. I mean, I'm creative and I can do creative things and I can think of ideas and stuff, but what I mean is like a lot of the things that come with imagination, like organising and like task initiation, planning, organising and all that kind of thing is where I'm mostly impaired. So I'm not very good in that area, especially as an adult, organising and planning and all these things in the executive functions. Google that and you'll find out what it is, Lewis. That's where I struggle the most, and that's my biggest flaw, so to speak. Special interests. Growing up, I loved films, just films. I could tell you who was who, of all the films I watched and everything. I was a bit mad like that. Growing up, they became film-based, became niche. Like I used to watch a film, and then if I found out I got the director of the film, I had to see all the films he directed and try and get them all and buy them. I was a bit like that. I was a bit weird like that. I love Monty Python. I love comedies. Is my niche thing now. When I look back and I look at my favourite genre, it's comedy. And now it's moved into American TV. So because things are like Netflix and Amazon Prime, all that stuff's kind of taken over the film world for me. And my obsession now, my special interest now is Autistic Gene, is doing the YouTube videos, is doing the Facebook page and all that. That is my specialist and interest and obsession, is autism and raising awareness of autism. That has become my thing now. How did I feel when I found out I was autistic? I'll be honest with you, I didn't find out until I was diagnosed at 15. I was in year 11, final year of school. Mum told me, well, the doctor, my mum was there, told me I had Asperger's syndrome, or high functioning autism as it is now. I turned to mum and said, Asperger's syndrome, does it kill you? And she said no. And I said, ugh, okay. Years went on. When I left school, I was at college and I started to be supported. Was when I really started to learn about myself, as I was with other people who were autistic and aware they were autistic, so we could talk to each other, we could open up. And because I was working with people and I've been supported, I picked up on how they supported me, and from there I could learn how my brain worked and how it functioned. And I started to do training days at the college. I took part in like drama shows outside to help it, and it really boosted my confidence and my ability to socialise and be like this and like stuff. So that's really important to me. I want you to tell me about a moment in your life that really changed it. So you're autistic. You think you can't do anything because these people have been saying you're a weirdo and whatever all through school, which is vile, and I feel for you. But I want you say now you brush it off. And I want to know what that moment was. How did you get to that point, that moment? When did it click? Or how did it happen when you went, fuck it, I'm done with this shit. I want to know that moment. That's what I really want to know about, how you went from going inward and becoming outward. I want to know how you did that. Difficult question. Don't worry if you can't answer it. Just do your best, mate. And I will definitely respond to this video. And yes, I want to do more. Remember, guys, like and comment, like, comment, like, comment. More likes, more videos. Lewis, thanks for your video. People on my channel and new people, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And bye!